seem to have collected a bit of rainwater. Already emptied out one bucket, filled and emptied one bucket. Hopefully this is just a lack of seal around the cockpit seat. To be honest, it's the first time I've ever checked this, and I've just lifted up the boards which were in here for the first time, I think, and just found all this water in the bottom sitting here. Don't know how long it's been here for. Probably quite a few years. That's pretty much it out of this locker. That's the second bucket, so it's about 10 litres in total on that side. I'm just going to check the starboard locker. Don't know if you can lift up that one. I'll have to find out when I get all the stuff out of that locker, but that was quite a surprise. That was. I just emptied out the starboard locker and there's absolutely no water at all in there, so possibly it collected when the boat was on the trailer last year and it was slightly listed over to one side, which meant that the water couldn't drain properly from these drain slots, and it built up and just poured in. So I've done one season with a port cockpit locker full of, well, with 10 litres of water in it. Something to bear in mind of later on, I suppose. So just doing the port side rub rail. Just giving her a scrub down. This makes it easier to clean it now than wait until she's dry and then spend hours sanding. So just got a brush, a small hand brush, some fresh water, and then just getting the worst of it off. Can't really see it at the minute, but it is cleaner. When it dries, it'll be a bit more brighter. See the wood better. It's quite damp at the minute down here. It's been raining a lot. Also, I've also just been using some Y10 to clean down some of the scum on the waterline. It's a bit overkill at the minute, but I haven't really gone too much to town on it, but it does work extremely well. Just get some of the stain lines off. Let's see, I'll give you a sample of that. What's going on? Losing a bit of the light there. So just clean down as much as I can. Scum on the line, on the water line. There's still a bit there. Might be something to do with the temperature, but I got the worst off at least. It's just temperature's dropped. Just what time is it? About four, coming up to 4 o'clock. So yeah, I think seems to be easier doing this job in the when it's actually in the water, and it results are better as well. So I'm not 100% sure what to do, whether to do something a bit more abrasive on there when putting the Y10 on or not. Might have to experiment a bit more with that. There's a lot come off there, not so much on there. I haven't got a lot left. Like, in actual fact, I've run out, so need a bit more just to finish off the back end. But yeah, it just cleans it up a little bit. Don't leave it standing pretty much all winter, and then let all these jobs build up right to the very end, and you spend all your time, or a lot of time, doing it. So I always think it's better to take the opportunity to just do bits through the winter, as I'm sure most people do. So I've got some Dix LJ saturator for the rub rails. I hopefully give that a sample on the just one of the bow section parts of the rub rail this morning. Everything's really wet at the minute, so that's the only dry section on the gunnels. All the hull is wet, so I need to be a bit careful where I apply this, but I'll just give it a little coat. Apparently need to apply this quite thinly because if it runs, the run lines are really difficult to get rid of, so quite light on application. I've bought a couple of these sort of brush sponges. They're about 60p, I think, from the Chandlers at Ipswich, so I'll give that a go and see how we get on. But I've heard good things about Avatrol. It's not the most cheapest of things, but obviously it's pretty good with the UV protection, etc. Well, pretty pleased with the outcome of Dex OJD1 so far. This front section's probably got about 4 coats on now, I think, and the rest of it's about 2 coats. Definitely recommend using the sponge.